What's going on, guys? Today what we're going to be doing is installing a diff on the O2J tranny. And with us here today is the Evo Man, if you want to look him up on YouTube. But yeah, we have the O2J over here on the workbench. So we have the O2J. This is the one that I blew up the third gear in. We're just going to be taking the diff out, and if we can get this piece to work, we're going to take my tranny out of my GTI and put just the diff in there. But the only issue, this is the little piece that basically converts your diff into like a limited slip. But one of the holes on my O2J isn't big enough, so we're gonna have to grind it down to fit this hole right here. And yeah, we're gonna see how that ends up going. If it doesn't work, I mean, don't buy this. Yeah, so we're gonna start taking this tranny apart, and I'll be running you guys down through everything on how to basically disassemble an O2J. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is there's all these 10mm bolts in here. Just take all these off, even these 4 right here. And after we get those off, I'm gonna put the tranny up, bell housing down, and then take off all the other bolts. But first, take all these ones out. All right, so it's a 13mm. My dad must have tightened those up.
Is the one you guys opened up?
We're gonna leave these things loose. Alright, so you got all these 13mm bolts out. Yeah, I think this was brand new tranny fluid too.
You just put it more down here. It's just there you go.
That'll be in the video. Take me to you wanna break these all loose?
Yeah.
They should already be mostly.
You slide it every time.
Huh? Alright, guys, so we got all of these outer bolts off. They're all 13mm as well. But next we're gonna have to, I don't know if you can, so it's these here, let me get closer. So it's these ones right here. Yeah, that one right there. There's a few all over the tranny.
There's 2 more on this side.
Alright, so you want to remove these, and you want to make sure to remove this Volkswagen as well. They're 213s, but this holds, so before we forgot to take this out, and we're trying to pull it out, but it like slips. Here, I'll show you guys. Yeah, it holds everything in place. You got to take all of these out. You got to take them all the way out with that.
Yeah.
To lower it. That's how you take that out and drop it in the oil at the same exact time. But yeah, so basically what you want to do is, see, it's circle, so it's not going to damage anything going sideways. But just pop the side of it with a hammer, get it sideways, and just kind of like pry it outwards. I guess you could use this as kind of like a test because this tranny is blown anyway. See, as you can, this is what happens when you brake boost third gear with about a little over 400 wheel horsepower. Yeah, so this is what happens when you brake boost third gear trying to race an STI, because that's exactly what happened.
Oh, when we were on 225?
Yeah. So yeah, that's, I don't know if you can completely see it, but we're gonna get them out anyway. But yeah, so that's third gear sitting in there, and probably a few other gears. So next you want to take out these right here, these two, and this one. And I think this is another one that I forgot last time. But yeah, so get these two out. They're like little sleeves that connect the shifter forks. So it's a T45. Yeah, so it's a T45.
So this is just the dummy. You're just gonna see if it fits.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna.
And this way, if you guys watch this video and I mess up doing something, and it's a messed up tranny anyway, basically it's just a shell. I'm gonna take the 5th gear because the 5th gear is still good, and the diff out of it. And I'm gonna go return this to the junkyard because of my O2M I got. They want like they're gonna charge you a fee for it if you don't bring it back. So, yeah, so I just slide these right out. Make sure you keep that gasket on if you're wanting to put it back. And you want to get that big one. I always hate these bolts because I feel like they're always going to strip out. Yeah, let's take off this top cover. I mean, you can do that first, it really doesn't matter. Whichever. Alright, so I'm just taking these top bolts off. There's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 top bolts. And I'll show you guys. So there's just 5 top bolts that he's taking off, and then that's where your 5th gear sits. All right, so just those bolts. This thing pops right off, just to cover. And this is actually your 5th gear. This is the one that my dad wants for his O2J, but for the 1.8T, the 5th gear is it's lower. So we're gonna pop that off later.
It bolts right on, even if it's a 1.8.
Yeah, it's just this. All he has to do is take the side plate off and bolt that on. But we're gonna have to heat this up and just to take it off. It kind of sucks. So that's all these bolts on this side. All right, same thing with this side. Take these 2 off, and I think. Okay, and there is going to be another one of those Volkswagen things right here. This one's already out just from when we took it off previously. So you're going to want to take that out. Same thing, right when you take out the second set, you can feel the forks inside drop. And this one's never been taken off, so all the seals and everything are still good on it. Alright, so I just wedged it right in between where your slave cylinder. I just wedged it in between and popped the whole tranny up. But it's this special, like, I don't know what they're called. You can go to, like, just your local, yeah, your local auto store and get like a packet of 4. And we've had 4 and they fit almost everything on Volkswagen. Same with the axles, they use these. And I think it's a 13 that fits on top. So what you want to do is just take off these 2 top bolts right here. Just take both of these out. And then we're going to have to heat this up and take out the 5th gear so we can slide all these gears out so we can slide everything out. And plus this one right here. But yeah, we'll try and get this. This one's a little hard to get to just because it's on top, but yeah. We'll try and record all of it. So yeah, what you're going to do is you just want to slide this thing forward where it fits underneath this fork right here. You're going to slide it forward and lift up and it slides right out. Alright, so I'm just going to use a propane tank. Alright guys, so what I'm about to do, I wouldn't attempt. Just because this thing's not going to stay in gear because on how messed up it is. But I'm going to stick this inside here and lock up the gear. That way it doesn't move. And that way we can get it out, because hopefully you'll be doing this without a bone tranny. If not, I mean, just do it this way. You're gonna hold it like stiff. All right. See, don't do this. I just set it on the gears just to break this bolt loose, because if not, it's never gonna come off of this.
So find your own way
to do it.
Yeah, so what you're going to want to do is heat this up right here. And we're going to get a, honestly, I might even try to pry this out. But we're going to find out. Because I really just want the diff inside here. I really don't care about these gears right now. Alright guys, so we got these two gears off. Here they are right here. We heated them up with the torch, but yeah, everything, all the bolts are taken out. Oh, there's just one bolt right in here that you need to get to. Trying to see what size it is. Alright guys, we got the diff out. We had just a little bit of issues with this. One of the bolts got stripped out, so we just had to spread it apart, and now it's just stuck like that. But there's some of the gear right there. That's some of my third gear. So what we have to do on this diff is there's a little pin right here. We're gonna have to slide that pin out and then slide that whole rod out of there, and then we should be good. But yeah, we're gonna stick some gloves on real quick and get that going. All right guys, so right now I'm heading to Jose's shop. I have the diff right here, but I'm heading to my friend's shop. His dad owns a welding shop, so we're heading there. There's a little pin in there, and I was trying to drill it out, and the drill bit broke inside. So he has better bits at his shop, so we're gonna try to get something to like work it out with. But yeah, so I'm gonna be heading there right now. We'll see if we can get it out. If not, probably just get another diff and try this all again. But we should get it to work. But yeah, just stay tuned and we'll get it going.
But it's like hard ice.
Alright guys, we're here at Jose's shop. We're gonna try and get the little pin out of the diff. Yeah, so it's like there's a little pin there, and I was trying to drill it, and then it just like it broke.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, I just need to drill it all the way through so I can slide this out. And I can slide the LSD, like to make it LSD. But yeah, so we're gonna try and drill that out, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so do we still have the drill bit? Where did I throw it?
I don't know.
But Baller Jose, he got it out with what?
A little piece of welding wire.
A little piece of welding wire. This is Logic. I mean Gabriel, that's his name. He drives the world's slowest GTI because he never wants to upgrade it. Like I don't have any of the parts for it. Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna try a few things. If we get something to work, we're gonna let you know it works. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so we finally got it out. Here's the pin right here, and the gears are ones inside there. But we just kept on drilling this hole. Do you have the size on it of the drill?
No, I'm not sure. I can just check it over there.
But yeah, so yeah, he'll get the size of the drill so you guys can do it yourself if you ever want to. But yeah, so we just kept drilling that out until the side got like really thin. Yeah, and yeah, just with we had to like yank the side walls out, and here's some of the pin, but it doesn't go all the way through. Like it stops basically right at the end of this pin that holds the gears in. Yeah, so that's a little sidewall. So it's a 3/16 drill bit. Yeah, we just drilled with a drill press. We just took it like super slow, just until we got to. So how far would you say that would be down?
What?
Like
that's like
half an inch?
Nah, a quarter of an inch.
So yeah, a quarter of an inch down.
A third, maybe a third.
Just till it gets to the pin, then we just smack the pin out. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna head home after this. Try to at least I'll probably just take this inside and try to set up everything. I need to buy another pin or whatever I'm gonna do with that, just to put it all back in. Alright guys, so yeah, we're just gonna slide this back in and I'll see you guys back at the house. Alright guys, so all I have to do now is just, this is the little bolt that the coupling screws onto for your axles. And I just have to grind it down far enough to slide right in here. But you don't want to grind it down too much so that slides right through. Alright, so what we're trying to do is slide this gear, or this the box in, but it wasn't going all the way down. So what we have to do is, we're gonna have to take these gears out, and if you can see, it has, let me see if I can focus on it. It has like a little lip on it, and we have to get that little lip and like grind it down because it's like barely off. Yeah, it has like that little lip right there. We're just gonna grind that off on both of them, and then that box should slide right in. And we still have to grind these bolts for the couplings. So we're gonna go do that real quick and we'll see if it all works. This is what happens when you're brake boosting third gear in an O2J. So be careful with your O2J trannies. Alright, so what we did, we put a bolt in it, and then we just took some drywall sandpaper and sanded it down. Alright guys, so right now my dad's just grinding that little lip on the inside gear. You can see it, yeah, there's a little lip right there. He's just grinding it off right now. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not gonna take much.
Yeah, we're just doing this just so that it can fit. It can slide, that box can slide in, and it should be good. And then after we do all this, we're gonna head inside and try to assemble it. The only thing we're not gonna have is that pin to slide in and hold everything in place. But we should be able to get it all assembled tonight, hopefully. And this is the last step to do. You want to take this pin off last, just so it opens it all up and it spreads all out.
Just gonna slide these in here. Make sure it's all cleaned up.
Yeah, when putting all this back in, make sure all your parts are clean so everything slides all nice. You don't want to have no metal shavings or anything. So if you didn't see that, what we did was we put the bottom and the top one in first, slid it sideways, and then slid the one. Yeah, just put both those on the sides, and now we can just slide that. Still doesn't fit.
It's gonna be really tight. So that's.
Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna go back outside real quick. I mean, no need to show you guys again, but we're just gonna go grind that down real quick. And then hopefully it fits in there. Alright, we just got back from grinding it down just a little more. Alright, so we got everything in. Alright, so that's everything right there, guys. So what we had to do was, because I was kind of like worried on how we're going to keep these things up, but when you slide this rod through, it holds it all up anyway. So now once we stick the couplings in, everything will pull out. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is tightening those couplings too tight, huh? You tighten those too tight and they slip past or whatever. But I mean, we left probably what?
They'll bottom out on the rod.
Okay.
They'll bottom out on the sleeve right here, and once they bottom out, that's as tight as you want to get them, because your drive axles, it's just to hold your drive axles in place.
But yeah, we probably have what, a 1/16 of an inch still left on that coupling?
Yeah.
We still got quite a bit. Well, it only had like what, probably 1/8 of an inch?
And it's just to hold those in there. So there's no pressure on that. Your gear locks into this gear here, so there's really no pressure on anything to do with that. The bolt is just simply just to hold those in place there.
But yeah, guys, that's all it right there. That's what it looks like. That's how you do an O2J LSD. It's what this is what I got right here. It's Traction Concepts. If you want the part number's right here too. It's TCVW6423. I honestly didn't think it was gonna work, but it turned out to be all right. So probably next weekend or something, I'll try and get this in the O2J that we have now. That way we can get both tires to spin.
Line 'em up, yep.
Yep. All right, now what we're just gonna do is there's these pins that they have. They want you to pop that out after you assemble everything. That way the springs can spread out. And it actually comes with a second set of springs. I don't know if these are stronger or weaker, but I just went with whatever was in there because we don't have a vise or anything to crimp all that back down. So we're gonna pull these off real quick.
I mean, it needs to be something thin like this. So
Yeah. So just go inside and ruin your mom's nice. There it goes.
it's got some pressure on it.
Hopefully we didn't crack this tile.
There's gonna be that much pressure on that one.
Here, I'm just gonna use this towel
It's
to...
about to pop too, yeah.
Alright, well whatever you do, don't do it by your tile. Oh look, and you slide these out. Yes, and then there's some pins that just sit right in here to hold those in. You just want to slide those out. But yeah, I don't know if you guys seen it, but right, whatever you do, just stand back or cover it with a towel or something. We finally got the diff all in. If you ask me, it kind of looks beautiful. I'm excited about it. I would definitely recommend going to eBay. It's just an eBay kit. I think I paid like a little over $300 for it. Nothing too expensive. It's better than $1,000 for what the O2Js actually run for an actual LSD. I remember, like, for some reason I was just in my closet last night and I just seen this sitting up on the top shelf. I really didn't even think it was going to end up working, but we actually got it to work, and I mean, hopefully it ends up working good. Probably sometime next weekend I'm gonna try and get that in. Hopefully we have some nice weather. Colorado's kind of been a little crazy on the weather, but that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like and comment if you have any questions or if you like the video. Thanks for watching.